Meet Captain Clumsy, defender of... Oops, Captain Clumsy wanted to be a hero. A big hero. He had a cape. He had a mask. He even had super strength, sometimes. Mostly he had bad luck. Captain Clumsy always tripped. He bumped into things. Once, he even fell into a trash can. "Coming through!" he'd yell, right before crashing into something. But Captain Clumsy never gave up. He believed in doing good, even if he wasn't very good at it. He knew people laughed. He laughed too. Being a hero was serious. But it was okay to laugh at yourself, especially when you were as clumsy as Captain Clumsy. One day, a train was loose. It sped down the tracks. "This looks like a job for Captain Clumsy," he declared. He raced towards the train, super speed, except he slipped. On a banana peel? Where did that come from? The train sped past. Captain Clumsy landed in a tree, upside down. Well, he sighed, at least the train didn't run over that banana peel. Luckily, the train stopped on its own. Close call. Captain Clumsy learned a valuable lesson that day. Never trust a banana peel, especially a giant one. Next, a giant robot attacked the city. "This is terrible," cried the mayor. "Who will save us?" Captain Clumsy knew what to do. He punched the robot and hurt his hand. "Ow!" he yelled. This robot was tough. Suddenly, the robot started dancing. It was the TV remote. Captain Clumsy had sat on it. The robot's creator saw the remote. He turned the robot off. "Oops," he mumbled. The city was safe from a giant robot, controlled by a TV remote. Only Captain Clumsy could make that happen. One sunny afternoon, a cat got stuck in a tree. "Meow," it cried. People gathered around worried. "Don't worry, kitty," Captain Clumsy proclaimed. He climbed the tree, he reached for the cat, and fell. Right on top of the cat. Luckily, they both landed on a soft bench. The cat was safe. And Captain Clumsy? Well, his head was stuck in a picnic basket. The people cheered. Captain Clumsy had saved the day, even if it was by accident. He really was a hero. A very clumsy hero. Section 5. The never-ending battle against clumsiness and maybe gravity. Being a superhero is hard. Being a clumsy superhero, even harder. Captain Clumsy fought villains, sure, but his biggest enemy? Himself. He tripped over his own feet. He walked into walls. Once, he even got stuck in a revolving door. "Push! Don't pull!" someone yelled. He was trying! It was hard to tell which way was which when you were spinning around. But you know what? Captain Clumsy never gave up. He always got back up, dusted himself off, and said, "Well, that could have gone better." And then usually he'd trip over something else. Section 6. A heart of gold under that dented suit of armor. Sure, Captain Clumsy was clumsy. He knew that. But he was also kind and brave. And he always tried his best. Even if his best usually ended with a crash, bang, or boom. He helped old ladies cross the street. He rescued puppies from trees. Once, he even saved a villain from choking on a pretzel. "You're supposed to chew," he'd said, patting the villain on the back. A little too hard. Captain Clumsy taught everyone an important lesson. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to laugh at yourself. What matters is that you keep trying, and that you always try to do the right thing, even if you accidentally trip and fall on your face while you're doing it. Section 7. Even superheroes need a laugh and a bandage or two. At the end of a long day of saving and sometimes endangering the city, Captain Clumsy liked to relax. How? By watching funny videos of himself. He kept a collection of all his bloopers. The time he tripped over a fire hydrant. The time he got his cape stuck in a car door. The time he tried to make a heroic entrance through a window and walked into the wrong building. Good times, he'd chuckle, shaking his head. He knew he wasn't perfect, but he was perfectly okay with that. After all, a little laughter was the best superpower of all. Section 8. So, what's next for Captain Clumsy? Probably another mishap. What hilarious adventures will Captain Clumsy stumble into next? Will he finally master the art of walking in a straight line? Will he ever figure out how to use his super strength without breaking something? Probably not. But that's okay, because Captain Clumsy is living proof that you don't have to be perfect to be a hero. You just have to be brave enough to try, and clumsy enough to make it funny. So the next time you see Captain Clumsy, don't laugh him. Laugh him. Because in a world that can be serious and scary, a little clumsiness and a lot of laughter might just be what we need to save the day. Section 9. Keep on tripping, Captain Clumsy. Keep on tripping. The world needs more heroes like Captain Clumsy. Heroes who aren't afraid to make mistakes. Heroes who can laugh at themselves. Heroes who remind us that even when we fall down, we can always get back up. Even if we trip over our own feet again in the process. So here's to Captain Clumsy, the most clumsy, most lovable, and most unintentionally hilarious superhero the world has ever known. We wouldn't have him any other way.